See, the concert got rushed out, and the security left in the black Tesla. The security ran out.
Black and white shirt. He's the one DJ. He walking out right now. The DJ leaving right now, y'all.
They're waiting for Blac Youngsta to get into the ambulance, and here goes Moneybagg Yo in the Tahoe. He just left
Really
and got rushed off stage.
I really got to pay attention to what's going on, man. The Tahoe with
the Tahoe, and the guy with the dreads is driving it. He said he ran out the backstage and pushed Blac Youngsta out the way and told Moneybagg Yo that he can never return. He's abolished. So it's two people that ran up on stage, and basically what they did was they told Blac Youngsta that they were riding for Dolph, and that he should have never even thought about doing the 100 shots. He should have never even thought about coming up and trying to do the diss song. Everybody knows that if you try to diss Young Dolph, the fans are going to boo and throw tomatoes on the stage and literally throw their drinks up there. And that's why rappers always get hit by water bottles and everything like that. So when they shut this show down, after they shut the show down, they basically had the security guards load up Moneybagg Yo and Blac Youngsta into the Tahoes. And the main guy, they literally tied him up, hog-tied him behind his back, legs to feet, and loaded him in the back of the Tesla. And so basically, as we waiting here for the updates, it's everybody leaving. Like, here goes Yo Gotti leaving right here. Yo Gotti just left, and basically his driver said that he's going to make sure that he handles the trespass situation. And so everybody out here is basically looking at the fact that they really got two options. It's either they get banned or they have to leave. And so that's why everybody got into the security Teslas, and they're leaving now, and the concert is pretty much shut down. They're not going to be able to rebook again because the promoters already pretty much finessed them on the front end and made it to where they get their money and paid. But now that the show got canceled, they only pay Moneybagg Yo and Blac Youngsta up to how much they did for the minutes that they were actually on stage. And so when you really look at the fact, it was all pointing at 901 Trigger Trey's friends who came up and decided that they wanted to play the diss song to open up for Blac Youngsta. And really the truth of the whole thing is that they can't really do no more Young Dolph disses. It's already been established like all year that every single time they try to do that at one of the concerts, it keeps getting shut down. And so the reason is because a lot of the fans out there, they still know who Young Dolph is, and they really be like making sure to keep Yo Gotti, Moneybagg Yo, and Blac Youngsta on check, because they can't just be doing all this stuff at the concerts. They can't be over here trying to taunt and pretty much make fun of Dolph. Like, y'all gotta understand that it's a lot of people out here who is fans of Young Dolph, and so, you know, if you one of them too, you gotta show it. Let us know in the comment section, because due to the fact that Key Glock and them aren't really sliding for Dolph, they're not riding for them, they're not really doing anything to prevent CMG from like tarnishing his name, or they're not even getting back the stuff that they sold off of the Young Dolph's names. Like, for example, the chains, everybody's passing around Young Dolph's chains, and what you guys got to understand is that Dolph said that he knew he was going to have his chains passed around, because he knew the people around him was just going to be worried about wearing the chains and not like giving it back to the family and giving it back to Trey, because you got to understand Young Dolph has a son and a wife and baby mamas and stuff, and all the money from the cars, all the money from the houses and the properties should have went to Young Dolph. And really what you guys got to understand is that right now at this concert, like, a lot of people are still like, they're still rooting for Dolph, they're still grieving, and it's like, it's a soft spot hit when they try to play that diss, and that's why they booed them off stage and literally unplugged the speakers and spilled water all over the wiring harnesses. Y'all got to understand that the people in Memphis have spoken out, and they said that Young Dolph is really the king, and that CMG is the ones who tried to finesse and actually try to plot on Dolph. Like, every time they try to plot on Dolph, and they had a lot of stuff to do, especially with the 100 shots, and they had a lot to do with the stuff that's going on in Makita's. So Makita's Raven came out, and she's basically trying to clear her name up still, but she can't change the fact that she messed up and slipped up in the interviews and really lied and made mistakes multiple times. Like, it's one thing to have to have a slip up one time, but for her to keep doing it over and over again is really unacceptable, because everybody's looking at it like she's really guilty. She got caught red-handed, and so what the facts of that is that that's really what happened. Like, she said Maurice was not there, but he was actually inside the store watching the whole thing with Young Dolph. And the fact that they had him come through the back door and they stalled Young Dolph's brother from actually being able to come in and rescue him, that's really wrong, man. So they did him dirty. And the fact that 901 Trigger Trey and Blac Youngsta was caught hanging around and literally trying to show off, and the fact that they got away. And you got to blame everybody, because all the people that's really riding for Dolph know that Blac Youngsta's white Benz was the one that came out in front of the Makita's parking lot. And the fact that Moneybagg Yo's Bentley was out there, it's like, why is Moneybagg Yo's Bentley out there? He is one of 2 or 3 people that actually own the Bentley out in Memphis. And so it's like, it's obvious that it was his. He has the one that's blacked out. He gave it to his girlfriend. I already put it in my video that I did 5 months ago. If you go back and binge watch every single one of them, you would know exactly which Bentley that I'm talking about, guys. And now that they wrapped it white, it's like they took that black Bentley, shipped it to Atlanta, and now they wrapped it white so that people don't think it's a black Bentley no more. What y'all gotta understand is that they try to hide all the stuff. They try to hide the evidence. They try to hide all the things that made it to where they knew Moneybagg Yo's Bentley was there. And they took that Bentley, and it used to be black, and they wrapped it white now. So what y'all got to understand is that they're still trying to hide the fact that this Bentley's in Atlanta, wrapped white, and they driving around with it every single day. Like, if you really look at it, in the concert right now, they still got that Bentley pulling up, and Moneybagg Yo's hitters be driving around. Moneybagg Yo's baby mama still be picking up and dropping off groceries. She be picking up the za and everything like that. And so what y'all got to understand is that everything is a revolving door, and there's so many connections to Moneybagg Yo, Yo Gotti, Blac Youngsta having something to do with the Young Dolph situation. What y'all got to really look at is the fact that Young Dolph is really the one who was the boss man in the situation. Everybody was jealous of him. Yo Gotti was jealous of the fact that Young Dolph smashed his baby mama, and his baby mama chose Young Dolph over Yo Gotti. Moneybagg Yo was jealous of the fact that Young Dolph gave him a free feature, and that Yo Gotti was the one who pressured Moneybagg Yo into signing early. Dolph would have gave him a bigger bag to join PRE. And so Moneybagg Yo inherited the beef from Yo Gotti, and you know that because they had the situation with Dolph. And so Blac Youngsta also inherited the beef, and Blac Youngsta's such a hothead in the streets that he went ahead and basically did the unthinkable and slid on Dolph and tried to make that 100 shots happen. What y'all gotta understand is that all these guys have a connection to what happened with Young Dolph. And so the reality of the situation is that every single one of them has got ties to it. You could point fingers and you could do all that, but the facts is true. Why is that Bentley outside there? Why is Blac Youngsta's white Benz there? Why is he running across? And why did 007 see everything happen? What y'all gotta realize is that you're lucky to even have somebody that caught something other than the footage, and that footage needs to be released. That's how you know they hiding something. They can't even show the footage of Young Dolph actually walking out of the Corvette into the Makita's cookie shop. Like, that bakery, that whole cookie shop, that whole entire building, including the laundromat and everything, Young Dolph was gonna buy. Why do you think the tax people left so quick? Because that business that was in between Makita's and the laundromat was the tax business, and that tax business knew that Dolph was gonna buy up the property. He already put down $1 million to get everything rolling in the escrow and everything like that. But then in the middle of it, they knew that they had to move because tax season was coming up quick, so they went ahead and moved. But then Makita's and them, you know, they were the ones who really plotted with Yo Gotti, because Makita's Raven said herself over and over again in all the interviews. You can look back on my interviews that we seen, and it's Makita's Raven saying that she wants to work with CMG. She's loyal to CMG, and that she's literally trying to be an employee of Yo Gotti, and that whatever Yo Gotti says to do, she's going to do, and she's going to comply with them and basically join their side and everything like that. So what y'all got to understand is that you got to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.